Still happening. Look, 50% of retailers are looking to expand
Really?
in the next 5 years. And
Wow.
it is a variety of not just footprints, but also concepts. So as we look at it from an investor perspective, it's wonderful. Why? Because when you look at a shopping center and you start to look at how do I unravel it, it's like a Rubik's Cube. And you start to look at it and say, okay, it used to be great 15, 20 years ago. Well, fast forward, the consumer's looking at a different shopping pattern, a different shopping habit, and they're shopping at different times. So with that, you need new retailers, and you also need to have kind of a new, fresh, like look of a project. And that could be through mixed use, or it could be pure retail.
So who's doing that well right now?
Oh my goodness, there's so many great investors out there that are focused on mixed use as well as just the overall development space. The quality of retail right now, there isn't enough supply. That's our biggest challenge.
Enough supply of
Actual space.
really?
Yes.
I thought we were just I don't
Now that's quality space.
quality like the Short Hills Mall across the street from my house.
The
Boom.
tier A
Really?
malls.
Yes, tier A malls, shopping center, lifestyle centers. There's just a lack of supply because occupancy is anywhere from around 98% on the average.
All right, so it sounds like the industry's rationalized its space, which has been a long-term project. Okay, so that's one part of it. Now, I was gallivanting through Midtown yesterday afternoon and evening, and the shoppers were out in scale. I mean, in
Did they have
size.
bags? They were actually buying things?
Yes.
I always
and
look for that.
Fifth Avenue, I went to see the tree, which looks awesome at Rocky Center. They did a great job this year. Packed Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue. Talk to us about holiday shopping. What are we seeing so far this season?
I agree. I mean, the streets were full. I went out, did some secret shopping, and people were in great spirits. Very positive vibe. It was true. Definitely did see some shopping bags, but I also saw, people going in to experience and see what else is in the store. So it was a lot of window shopping. And I say that because if we stop and look at our numbers, so for Cyber Monday alone, one day, sales were up compared to last year by $1 billion. So there is spend
Inflation
happening.
adjusted?
Even with not inflation adjusted,
Okay,
but I
just
don't
nominal dollars.
exactly. But I don't
Okay.
think it's going to be a significant inflation component to it. And I say that because people are starting to still get used to, okay, prices are have gone up. But when you compare a product purchase versus call it a service or travel purchase, because I do differentiate those, here I am, I'm in New York and I'm like, oh my goodness, hotel rates? Wow.
Yeah, we have our own ecosystem of inflation on this island.
Exactly. So, so people are going to just pick and choose in terms of where they want to spend.
Got it. And, it's something that I've been looking at from the economy perspective, too. We got this report out from Challenger, Gray, and Christmas. They're an executive coaching and hiring firm. And they've been coming out with these seasonal hiring numbers. And it's been really, really weak so far. Just not seeing nearly as many staffers at some of these retailers in this season. I think right now it's at the lowest level since 2013 for where you'd expect to be at this point in the calendar year. So it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of time to rectify that. I mean, but it sounds like things are still chugging along anyways.
Yeah, as I kind of, use this phrase a little bit, Blur Friday. So because everything got pulled forward in terms of promotions and deals, etc., you're starting to see people shop kind of over across a longer period of time. So people have to adjust for that staffing. But in addition to that, I think with, the whole omni-channel or different channels of purchase, people are having things delivered. People are having, they're going to the store to pick things up. So that is adjusting the staffing. And I think retailers have become quite sophisticated as to how many people they need and at what time.
If I actually find myself in a store this season, which is debatable, or if I click on something, am I going to get it? Is the stuff on the shelves? Is the supply chain fixed? How are the stores dealing with that this season?
I think this season is definitely far better.
Okay.
It's definitely eased, so I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. Although I did have something get stuck in New Jersey, about 30 minutes away.
John Tucker's problem. Blame it on
I was like,
Tucker.
where is it? This was ordered a week ago. But nonetheless, it was. I think that's not going to be an issue whatsoever.
Something we also look at for just the outlook on the economy is this discretionary spending. And of course, this is the time of year that you're going to see more of it. So does it, do you think then there's that there's a reason to say that, this year it's so much stronger, that the economy is then doing that much better, or you kind of have to mute that seasonal factor a bit?
Yeah, I would definitely mute the seasonal factor, because what we've seen, actually, the reason why we saw some of the rise in sales and spend was the heavy discounting and promotions.
Okay.
So the marketing from some of these retailers is fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I received from a certain brand multiple emails like, oh, okay, it came through your inbox, but you didn't click open. Then I got the second one in the afternoon. I didn't open it. I got the third one, and it said, hey, it created a FOMO experience. Like, here's even a better discount if you click on this.
Isn't it a span of a day?
In one day.
Wow, that's aggressive.
That is.
More so than the PR people that we get those bitches in our inboxes.
Exactly. E-commerce, what percentage of total retail sales is it today? It feels like, from what I hear from experts like you, that the pandemic really pulled a lot of that, I guess, share shift from bricks and mortar to e-commerce. Where are we today, and what are some of the retailers saying going forward?
Sure. I think we're going to probably, we're still around that 20%. I use that as kind of our average. And, if I look forward at least 2 to 3 years out, I think we're going to hit maybe 23%. It's never going to take brick and mortar sales away. Period. I'm very, very confident of that. And I think retailers are as well, if they're expanding. 50% are expanding over the next 5 years. So with that, e-com is just a part of that full sales journey for that retailer.
You think that the in-person footprint is still more valuable for experiential retail, though, rather than buying the stuff?
100%. So when I said I was secret shopping,
We're at Dave & Buster's. Is that what it was code for?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was actually, not there. But I actually went into a store, and I went into 2 stores. And the experience was very different from one versus the other. One, definitely the people are greeting you. They're saying, hey, let me offer you a drink. Why don't you sit here, take a photo, have your picture.
They're offering you at what store is that?
It's not Walmart.
So I'm going there after this.
You can have multiple drinks. We actually had a second offer. So it was really very different compared to the other location I went to, where I was greeted, but then it was like, hi, thanks, welcome.
Yep. All right. So you're in San Francisco, right?
I am.
Talk to us about the retail environment. How's life in San Francisco these days? 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I would say that it's a city that is very iconic. It's not going away.
Yep.
Will never change just from its, physical beauty. We are going through some transition and change. We understand that. It will be a recovery, a slow recovery, but we're very confident and optimistic.